Sojourn, you said Maximilian was an accountant. Nothing about him having a small army of Talon soldiers.
All we knew was that he had ties to Talon and that he owns the rum distillery here in Havana. But now we know there's more to this Omnic than meets the eye.
Copy that, Captain. Accountant. Next you'll be telling me Doomfist is just a guy who gives firm handshakes.
Sojourn here. I'm isolating Maximilian's position. I'll have it in a few seconds.
Understood, Captain. Team, let's get out there. I've heard Commander Morrison's been under pressure to disband this strike team.
But we're only just getting started.
The commander believes in you. Just deliver results, and he'll have all the ammunition he needs to keep things going.
I guess it's up to us then.
There's been a serious increase in Talon activity lately. Something's brewing. And if we don't know what it is, we can't do anything to stop it.
Why now all of a sudden?
It's Doomfist. He's pushing the world to war, and he's transforming the entire organization to deliver it.
Captain, is there any additional background you can give us on Maximilian?
He owns the Casino Monaco and other businesses around the world. He started as an accountant, but found his true talent with money laundering. Talon gave him a chance to use those skills.
You know, Tracer, technically, I outrank you.
Did you want to take over, Dr. Ziegler?
Maybe if there's a sudden outbreak of infectious disease.
I'll be watching your back, Angela. Not that you really need me.
I always feel safer knowing you're there, Genji.
Dark clouds gather on the horizon. A storm is coming.
There's a hurricane moving in from the east. You're going to have to catch Max before the storm catches you.
There's the distillery.
Keep on him, agents. We need him in custody. Intact. The intel we got from Blackwatch indicates that this is the heart of Max's operations. At least in Havana. He's got his fingers in a lot of pies.
Then let's take this pie away. Distillery in sight.
We lost track of Max once he got inside. They've sealed the place up tight and our satellites are blind. Be ready for anything.
More surprises. Lovely.
Prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
That's the spirit.
I sense a trap. It seems we sprang the trap. I'm watching out for you, Angela.
Well, it's about time you returned the favor.
Looks like we're on our own. Get ready.
I was born ready.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
I was born ready.
Maximilian's at the Don Rombatico Distillery, marking the position for you.
A rum distillery? My kind of target.
No drinking on the job, Tracer.
Wouldn't think of it.
We found Maximilian. He's at the Don Rombatico Distillery. Try and keep the damage to a minimum. I'm already gonna be up all night writing the report for this one.
Sorry about that.
Confirmed. Maximilian is at the Don Rombatico Distillery. Let's catch this accountant.
Understood. Anything else we should be ready for? Surprise tax audit?
Actuarial tables?
Abacus?
Spreadsheets?
Clock's ticking, agents.
Sojourn, we made it to the distillery.
Clear out the building and find Max.
We are at the distillery.
Sojourn, we're outside the distillery.
Clear out the building and find Max.
We're outside the distillery, Captain.
I'm opening the doors now. Stay on your toes. Clear out the building and find Max.
Distillery's clear, Captain. No sign of Max anywhere.
Not much of a challenge, either. Did you hear something? Sojourn, do you read? Links down.
That seemed concerningly easy, Sojourn. And no sign of Max. Sojourn? I think we lost the link. Sojourn? Ugh, link's down. What was that? No sign of Max, Sojourn. Is it possible he had another way out?
Did you hear something?
Communications back online. Team, come in. Tracer, there's a truck filled with explosives near your position. I need you to secure it and bring it over to the Seaford. There's some serious doors between you and Max.
If only we had a way to open up doors quickly.
You want to try one of Torbjorn's inventions?
Once is plenty, thank you very much. No, thank you.
Can you hear me? We had a communications block, but we're back online now.
We noticed.
Everyone in one piece?
We are, but I can't say the same for them.
Here's what we learned. Max slipped out of the distillery and headed to the seafort. I'll get those doors open so you can follow him. We're back online. Is everyone all right?
Sojourn, give me some good news.
We've tracked Max to the seafort. You're gonna need something to blow the doors.
How about a truck filled with explosives?
That would work.
Then we're all set.
There's a truck with explosives just lying around.
Sure is.
Well then, proceed.
Seafort doors in sight, Captain.
Clear out the area, then blow the door. Max is getting ready to take off. Time to hurry it up, team.
I'm sure the rum distillery's business would give Maximilian a lot of room to hide Talon's money in.
He knows what he's doing. Give him that.
I wish he could do my taxes.
You pay taxes? What? To the moon?
No, Switzerland.
You know, a gorilla from the moon paying Swiss taxes is probably just the kind of situation Max would be great at.
I'll be sure to ask when we catch him.
It seems that Maximilian has expensive tastes.
He doesn't strike me as a drinker.
Fancy cars, distillery, casino. Miss Maximilian has expensive tastes.
Talon's money is lining his pockets.
No one's mistaking him for one of those Omnic monks from Nepal.
What do you think of Sojourn? Change of pace from Reinhardt, isn't she?
I feel a little nervous around her. Like she might do something terrible to me if I let her down.
I like her, though.
Just so you know, the line is open.
It's been an honor serving with you all.
Noted.
I smell a storm coming.
You smell a storm coming. Can't you see it?
I meant in addition to that.
Do you think Max drinks his own rum?
I don't actually know if he can.
Maybe he just likes to look at it.
Don't forget, Winston, you need to be mindful of your bone strength, especially if you're going to be bouncing around like that.
I've been taking my supplements.
You spent a lot of time on the moon. You need to take it seriously. Remember Dr. Chow.
I wonder how she's doing. It can't be easy running a giant company.
Last I heard, they were working on a new space station.
Something smells delicious. Like empanadas.
I haven't had a good empanada in ages.
Have you tried the ones in the cafeteria?
Like I said. Whoa, that is a lot of rum.
Careful, the contents are under extreme pressure.
Right, so I'll just avoid touching that. You look nervous, Winston.
I'm still getting used to this. Getting out of the lab, being an agent in the field.
You're doing just fine. Why, my first mission, I threw up on the train heading into the city.
You did? Oh, well, it must have been some irregularity with the flow of the chronal accelerator. Well, maybe if I go back and change...
Winston, that's not what I meant. You're fine.
All this upheaval in Overwatch, it makes me nervous for the future.
There's no point in worrying about the things that are out of your control.
Oh, that's good advice.
Read it on the side of a hover bus. Does Max have any allies?
We've connected him to Viali in Italy, and we've intercepted some transmissions between him and Ogundimu. He took up the mantle of Doomfist after killing his old mentor. 3 Doomfists, and only the first a hero. It's a shame.
You and Dr. Ziegler are getting on well, aren't you?
She's the only one who's awake late at night on base.
Oh, is that all?
And I'm the only one who can drink her coffee.
Seems like a storm is coming. Looks like a nasty one.
There's a hurricane moving in from the east. You're going to have to catch Max before the storm catches you.
What is capturing Maximilian going to achieve?
He's our first talent lead since Venice.
And whose fault was that?
I had nothing to do with it.
You were there, weren't you?
I was a bystander.
It's so hot here. I think I'm wilting.
I told you to stay hydrated.
Cuban cigars. Fancy.
I wouldn't describe lung cancer as fancy.
Tell that to Macri.
You can shop for souvenirs after. And don't forget to bring me back something.
This place is very well guarded. I wonder what kind of secrets Max is hiding here.
Whatever it is, I bet it's big. Must be hard for us to gather intel with Blackwatch sidelined.
I wouldn't know.
Don't you talk to your old teammates?
No.
You talk to us, though.
He likes us better.
Mercy, have you talked to Reinhardt much since?
Only a little. He's taken it all very hard.
I miss having him around.
You should talk to him. I think he'd like the company.
Do you think Maximilian will talk?
He just deals with the money. Intelligence thinks he'll be motivated to negotiate.
Yeah, what does that mean?
He'll talk.
Sojourn, does it seem like Maximilian had more muscle with him than we were expecting?
Ever since this new Doomfist appeared on the scene, he's been taking a more active hand in Talon's business. I'm guessing that has something to do with it.
Thanks for helping me out earlier, Angela.
I do seem to be making a habit of saving you. It's a good thing I like you. Buy me dinner when this is over.
It would be my pleasure.
I hope this accountant is worth all the effort.
He will be.
You're very reassuring. You know that, Winston.
Tracer,
What is it, Captain?
just checking in, making sure you're all doing okay.
Everything's fine. Though, right now I'm wishing we'd stolen a quicker truck.
Tracer, you and I make a great team.
Oh, Winston, you know you're more than a teammate to me. Friends for life.
I am grateful for our conversations, Angela. I hope we may resume them when we return to base.
Of course, assuming you don't find all my research talk too dry.
I find it strangely reassuring. Perhaps because you saved my life.
The lengths I go to find someone willing to talk to me. Don Rombotico, saver quality. Ha! Big words for a criminal front.
Quality is quality.
Sojourn, any information about the sea fort?
Scan indicates Max has done some major renovations. Wait,
What?
you won't believe this. The whole thing is opening up. There's an entire hangar inside.
That can't have been cheap. Do you really think Max will talk?
At the end of the day, he's just a Talon pawn. He doesn't want to get caught up in all this. He'll be practical.
Nothing about Max seems practical.
He does seem a bit dramatic, doesn't he?
This would be a great place for a holiday with Emily.
Depending on how things turn out, I might be able to swing you all a few days' leave before you need to report back to base.
How's that for motivation?
Why are we going after Max anyway? What about Doomfist? Or some of the other targets?
Of all the Talon associates we've identified, we think he's the one most likely to give us information.
Translation. He's soft.
What do you think will happen if we can't get Max?
They've been threatening to reassign the entire operation.
Morrison and Reyes have been arguing about it quite a bit lately.
It might be the end of the line for us, too.
With all this security, Max must be hiding something valuable.
We'll get a team here to comb through it all.
Why is Max showing himself now? He ran a tight ship before, but now he's getting sloppy. Doesn't that seem strange?
You know how Doomfist has been shaking up the Talon hierarchy? They've started to make some mistakes because of it.
Good for us, then.
Not unless we catch him. Genji, how are your new cybernetics?
They do not feel part of me.
Tell me, when you look at me, do you think there's a machine that looks like Sojourn? Or that's Sojourn?
Your Sojourn, of course.
See? You'll figure it out. You have a good head on your shoulders.
Was that a joke?
Poor choice of words.
The storm is getting worse.
That's a hurricane coming in from the coast. Be careful, team.
The ocean is so beautiful. It reminds me of home.
Shame we're not here to sightsee.
You can take some photos afterwards. Mercy, how's the team's status?
No major injuries so far. I'm hoping we can keep it that way.
You and me both. Just a reminder, Mercy, we're gonna need your medical assessment on the Egypt situation when you return.
Is Commander Morrison actually thinking about sending Overwatch?
I'm sure he'll take your recommendations into consideration.
In that case, I'll try to restrain my optimism. The wind is picking up. It's hard to stay airborne.
There's a hurricane moving in from the east. You're going to have to catch Max before the storm catches you.
Sojourn, how is Maximilian going to help us against Talon?
This is just the first piece to a puzzle much bigger than Max.